Now, joining us live over the phone to discuss this issue, we have the Anglican Priest, Father Frank Gelli. Father Frank Gelli, thank you very much for joining us today. And as you know, that it could very well be that Britain will be the first country to allow these IVF babies to be allowed to go on. And do you think, and of course the Church has actually been quite critical of this, and what do you say? What is your opinion of the 3 patient IVF babies? Do you approve of this?
Well, the Church of England has been quite right in expressing grave doubts as to the responsibility of this technique. I mean, if we are going to be scientific, I heard the word scientific used previously, why are we not allowing a clinical trial before implementing this new technique?
So are you saying there's not enough research? I mean, do you think there needs to be more research being done?
I mean, quite. I mean, we should do a clinical trial. That is the proper scientific procedure before actually allowing this technique take place. It may also take exception to what the health minister, Jane Ellison, told MPs. She said the mitochondrial donation was like replacing the battery pack or the cells with a new set of batteries. Well, this analogy of the human body of set of mechanical parts is quite dubious. But, batteries can leak. Batteries can actually leak and go wrong.
So you're saying there's an issue of health here. There's a risk to the baby itself and to the obviously the mother carrying the baby. So you're saying there's an issue of health risk.
Well, I would have thought that is one consideration, because here we are talking about a technique which will involve future generations. Once this is done, future generations of children within affected families will be affected, and we don't know the consequences of this. I mean, they do say that this is not about creating genetic babies, creating a new set or baby is in the lab. Well, in fact, every time that we've been told that this is not a slippery slope, we have actually seen that the next stage is pushing for a new step, and one after that, namely, the slope actually is slippery. If you want the slope not to be slippery, you have to wear harpoons.
But so that's a moral and ethical issue now you're also bringing to the table.
It is a moral issue. It is a moral issue. It is a safety issue.
But what about the fact? Well, what about the idea that this could prevent disabilities and genetic diseases to babies when as they grow up?
We are told about the benefits. The benefits seem wonderful, and no one could possibly object to benefits. But the costs are being underplayed. Baroness Warnock, a moral philosopher, again, she has gone out all guns blazing in favor of it. I think a philosopher should also consider the anthropological consequences. What kind of anthropology, what kind of human beings, philosophy of human beings are going to consider here? Are we going to treat the human being, the human person, as something to be endlessly modified and adjusted according? I think a philosopher should consider that as well.
Okay, Father Frank Gelli, thank you very much for that analysis.